Mike, obviously every Borough fan's looking at the table and looking at this one and thinking, oh, what if? Okay. What about you?
What do you think?
I'm guessing you never look at Football League.
Nah, listen, there's no disguising the fact we know the situation in the league. We know where we stand. We know what's at stake in terms of how the result can affect the table. But that's it. You know, there's no point getting kind of way of ifs and buts and letting that take any attention or energy or emotional kind of focus. It's about for me and for the boys is, you know, thinking about what we can actually do to control what we can control, and that's it. You know, it's just sole focus as challenging as it is, and to try and stay that kind of tunnel vision and keep yourself away from dreaming about all sorts of different things. It's what we can do. So that's a challenge, and it's one we're looking forward to.
I mean, it looks like a big gap, but there are a lot of games left. It is doable, isn't it?
There's a lot of games for all sorts to happen within the season, and I've said for a number of weeks now, it's where you finish at the end. Well, it's at the start of May where that counts. You know, there's all sorts of things can happen between now and then, and yeah, this is the standout game at the moment, and for us it is because it's the next one, and it's the most important one because it's the next one, and we'll be going down there looking forward to trying to win it, and then see what happens after that.
Easy, simple question, and there's a straightforward answer, but what have you done here to turn them into the way the guys are playing at the minute?
Just got good players, good group of players, terrific squad, and they're all in it for the right reasons, all in it together, sticking together, and they're just, you know, they're a joy to kind of coach and help and try and guide, and they're willing to learn and listen, and good learners, and all in it together, you know, pushing in the right direction.
And I'm guessing they look forward to games as much as you do.
I hope so, yeah. It seems like it. You know, they've played over a period of time now with a real personality and confidence and belief in kind of what they're doing and expressing themselves, as I've said a lot, and showing what they can do and what they're capable of. And still, there's more to come, I'm sure of it, individually and collectively as a group, which is really encouraging.
If I can just ask you on the side from the game, Neil Warnock's just come back into management at 74. Can you see yourself being there?
He looks well for 74, I tell you. Yeah, nice to see him back in the game. You know, what an unbelievable career. I'm sure he's still got that hunger and that desire to succeed. So I think we play them in a few weeks as well. Which so yeah, I wish him all the best. Good to see him back.
But will you still be going at 74?
Me? I don't even know if I'll be going at 44 now, I'm 74.
Michael, obviously Sheffield United's position in the table speaks for itself. What, having done the research on them, what is it that makes them this team that's been that good this season?
They've been incredibly consistent with the performances, with the results. A very well organised, well drilled team who know the league inside out, know what it takes to get results in this league, and to be hanging around the top of the league, and to get promoted. So you know, they bring an awful lot of different things to a game. Real good individuals, real threats, but as I said, well organised, aggressive with the defending, and all in all, a really balanced, good team. So it's, you know, we'll face a few different challenges. We'll have to bring different parts of our game and different strengths to be able to come out on top.
You mentioned the phrase tunnel vision, and you've had different sort of challenges over the last few weeks. You've had a team that's at the wrong end of the table. You've played teams like Watford that are up at the right end of the table, and that it does seem like there is this sort of thing. Just go on, take the next challenge as it is. How impressed are you with that mindset that they seem to have? Yeah, that's the mindset you've got to have. I think it's that type of league. Just because you're playing against a team near the top or near the bottom, it's you've got to be ready to adapt and different challenges within the game, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an easy game or harder game. It's just every game is a tough game in this league, and you've got to be able to mentally be ready for it. You've got to be motivated for each game, and which is not always easy when they come thick and fast, but that's part of the challenge, and in that develops consistency. Strikers like to score goals, so I imagine you were pleased to see Cameron Archer scoring as well.
Yeah, delighted for Cam. The first one's obviously an important one for the individual. So for him to come in and get it, I think he was. He's given us so much over the few games that he's played and been involved in. I think if that's clear for everyone to see. But the first one, and I thought it was a real good finish, terrific finish. Actually, sometimes when you got a little bit of time to think and you're going through, and the goalkeeper, when you are desperate for that first goal, it's you can snatch at it. But he was calm, he was composed, and finished it off really well. So I was really pleased for him. It was a big goal for us as well.
Talked about tunnel vision. Totally get your point of the players play this game as just the next game, but is it all right for the fans to get excited about a game like this?
Yeah, 100%. That's what they should do. You have to get excited about the bigger games as a supporter, and get excited when your team's winning and playing well, and as part of the emotion of the ups and downs of football, or why we love the game and the atmosphere, why it'll be like that tomorrow night. You know, both sets of supporters sell out, desperate to win. Supporting the team, we'll certainly feel that support. We have done since I walked through the door, and we did do it at Cardiff with the amount that was down there on Saturday, which was incredible to be so far away, but yet feel that support. So it'll be same again tomorrow.
Just on that final point, is it satisfying to sort of give the fans, when they're travelling, the moments? I'm thinking like it was a really good celebration from Riley after he scored on Saturday.
You think it was good? Yeah.
but I think he sort of styled it out, put it that way. But is it sort of satisfying to see those sort of moments for the fans, especially the hardcore who travel away?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's we understand, and we're totally grateful and appreciate the effort and the financial kind of burden, if you like, of travelling to games and for weekends and travelling that distance, and the emotional energy it takes as well to support a football club. So to go there and knowing that it's so far away and they've travelled so much and made such an effort, it does give us that extra feeling of satisfaction and reward, really, for what we can bring, and the smiles and the noise that we can make them create.
Thank you. Good luck.
Cheers.
Michael, you've talked about needing to stay level-headed and what could be at stake. I mean, around Rockcliffe and stuff, do you allow the promotion word to be used much? Obviously, we know that will be the aim, whether this season or beyond. But do you allow that word to be used much around?
So I'll allow it. I'm not that type of I can't beat the drum and be so disciplined that it's, I can tell people what to talk about. But it's nah, listen, we're calm, we're composed. I've said it to you all along. It's about we understand what we're fighting for. Of course, we are. We're all striving to get out of the league. We're all striving to get promoted. But there's no point talking about it every day and discussing it every day. Not when we're in it. And we've got to perform. And we've got to find a way of being in the right frame of mind to bring out the best in ourselves, and focus and concentration. All the words that I keep using. It's important that we do that.
Going to Bramall Lane tomorrow night, it always feels like one of those grounds under the lights, hostile atmosphere for the away team. Do you have those kind of experiences yourself of Bramall Lane from when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've had some really good games there. One not long ago where we ended up drawing 3-3 when I was at United, and I think they equalised in the last minute, which wasn't too pleasing. But nevertheless, it's that type of game where you know what atmosphere to expect, and great, good support. Get behind their team and try to make it difficult, which is the challenge that we got to accept and enjoy, and we will do.
Yeah, and obviously since you've been at Middlesbrough, I'm sure you're aware that prior to you coming, the club were struggling, particularly on the road, and obviously you've turned the form around in all aspects, but particularly away from home, this club were struggling to get results before you came, and you have managed to turn that around. Is there a particular factor or reason why you feel you have been able to get results away from home?
Not particularly, no. Not being blasé about it. I certainly don't take it for granted, but it's we just approach every game the same, whether it's home or away. We haven't gone about any game any different. Yeah, we've made little tactical tweaks and changes because of certain things within the game, but in terms of approach to the game, it hasn't changed one bit wherever we've played.
Yeah, is that consistency important? Because we can see that you obviously are trying to put a particular style on this team.
Consistency is important because, of course, you need consistent results to be in good position in the league. it's not always easy to be consistent. It's not always easy to be consistent in team selection or formations, because certain things can happen. Players can be out, suspended, injured, whatever. But we've been fortunate enough to be quite stable in that respect, and it comes down to the players. They've been consistent with the performance and the level of performance, and that comes from being consistent every day in training and walking through the doors ready to work and learn, and that's where it all starts from. And lucky enough that we've got a squad of players that are willing to do that and have excelled really over the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, and when you talk about that you're reacting to things that might be happening in games, and perhaps being flexible. Obviously, we saw that on Saturday as well, throwing Dale on, going to a three at the back, which we haven't really seen from you so far. So I guess just another example of kind of, if needs be, you will react to what you're saying. Yeah,
you've got to. As I said, football's fluid and it's ever changing, the game, and it's never exact. It's never exactly how you see it. It's, as I just said about playing, teams towards the bottom, teams towards the top. It's the game throws up all sorts of different things. So you got to be ready, and I thought the boys dealt with that really well. The game ended up going in a direction where, we needed to tweak things a little bit, and in the end, it paid off for us.
Yeah. How are you looking injury-wise coming out of the weekend in Middlesbrough?
Similar, really. Similar. The only thing is Cam took a really bad twisted his ankle first half, which swelled up quite a lot after the game. So we'll have to see how he is. But he was struggling towards the end of the game, so we had to take him off. But fingers crossed he'd be all right. But at this moment, we're not too sure.
Yeah, and I guess with that you have got players who can come in, could present opportunities if Cam was to miss, and that's a good part of the squad that you've built.
Yeah, that's it. I said trust every one of the squad to play, and if someone misses out, someone else comes in. That's the beauty of having good options and a good group of players.
How's Aaron? Is Aaron any closer?
He's a little bit closer, yeah. He's obviously trained a good few days with us now, so taking it step by step and seeing when to get him back involved.
Yeah, did he travel at the weekend? Did I say he travelled? Was that more?
Yeah, he travelled with us to be part of us, yeah.
Was that more about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant, cheers.
Hi Michael. But when you, all those weeks ago, when you lost your last minute goal at Preston, did you ever imagine mid-February heading to Bramall Lane, second v third?
Didn't think that far ahead anyway, to be honest.
But did you think, welcome to management, this is going to be tough?
After that first game I was calm. I was seeing enough in the game. I had seen enough training that week. I had seen enough in the game where pretty calm after the game. Not any real big concerns. It was looking forward to the next game and working with the players. That was the initial thoughts, and trying to improve as a group. And I was really encouraged by a lot of what we had seen within the Preston game as it went on. So yeah, it didn't feel, when you look at it now and obviously think about the position in the league that we were in at that stage, it didn't feel like that by any stretch.
When you're saying that, to be fair, it didn't. You said it didn't feel like you were in a survival mode or anything like that.
No, it didn't. And it's credit to the players, credit to the staff that were here, and how positive and kind of the mindset that they had when we came, and they've carried that on. Obviously, with the results that we've had, it becomes a bit easier when you're winning games. But credit to them, they've carried it on, kept consistent and stable and grounded, and kept plugging away.
Have the results surprised you? Have you surprised yourself at all?
It surprises me, no. Not in terms of getting carried away or again being blasé about it. It's just more of, yeah, of course we believe in what we're doing, and I believe massively in the players and the group that we got, and I just take each step as it comes. We're just trying to keep improving, and I've said it all along. It's just about how good can we become? Could we keep getting better and better? And that there's no ceiling on that. It's just see where it takes us, and at the moment it's going in a good direction. Inevitably,
because the results are going so well, your people are taking notice and saying Michael Carrick's doing a good job. Have the likes? I remember you talking before you came and accepted the job. You spoke to the likes of Sir Alex. Has he been in touch while you've been here, saying well done and stuff like that?
Yeah, I speak to him. I seen him last week. I had a dude from my foundation at dinner in Manchester, and he was there, and I had a chat to him. Yeah, Yeah, nothing in particular. Just obviously pleased things are going in a good direction for us, and a few little pointers here and there as he always does, which is nice.
But it's funny because the word you always use, and it's throughout your management so far, is calmness. Your mentor, that wasn't one of the things the qualities you'd most associate with Sir Alex, is it?
No, but he was around the plate. He was calm in terms of he knew exactly what you wanted. He knew exactly how to what he was doing. I know he was calculated, I should say, in terms of you know, kind of how what emotions he was used or touched on. He was very clever in terms of how he done that, and there was always a reason behind his mood and his attitude towards the players, especially, and to get the response. So I think he was calm. He's just how he kind of almost prodded you to get the best out of you, and I learned a lot from him in that way.
Final one from me, Michael. You knew you were going to enjoy it. Are you enjoying it as much as you thought you would, or possibly even more?
Yeah, I'm loving it, yeah. I came in expecting to enjoy it and wanting to enjoy it and trying to enjoy it anyway. Coming into the club, like I said to you from day one, I felt at home straight away, and I have done since, and feels like I've been here a long time compared to whatever it is, 4 months, 3 months, 4 months, don't even know what it is because it goes that quick. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's one of them, like, what did I picture how it was going to be? I didn't really think too much. I was just looking forward to it and hoping for the best, and it's definitely gone the way I could have. At this point, I couldn't have expected much more.